so smooth. Alright, so this over here is probably one of my favorite tools in the studio, and it's because, you know, adds this extra sauce to my shots, nice motion, expands my creativity, and you know, I love playing with robots. I'm talking about the Noxon MOD Slider. This is a 4-axis motorized slider with a payload of 5 kilos horizontally and 3 kilos vertically. So to make it easy to understand, I will break this review in 3 parts. First part being accessories, the accessories that you can get on the side with this slider. Second one will be configurations, the different configurations that you can do with this slider, top-down view, vertically, you name it. Third one will be performance, how smooth it goes, the noise that it makes. And the final one will be my final thoughts, like what's my opinion on this slider. Let's start with the accessories. So you have the external battery, which you can just plug in and use it outside. I don't know how many hours, I haven't tested out. To be honest, I don't use it. I always shoot in the studio, never shoot outside. But it must be a key feature, you know, if you want to use it outside. External battery. Then you have the controller. Controller is not an accessory. This goes included with the Noxon slider. It's actually one of the 2 ways that you can control this slider. You can control it via the plugin, Dragonfire, and then you can also use it with the controller itself. The controller itself has one extra accessory, which is this joystick. I really love how it looks, and it's very well done, and you know, you have the branding here. I think it's printed, 3D printed, some parts, but you know, it still feels very good quality. You can just fit the controller here, and there you go. This goes connected via USB and already in the go. It's ready to perform. Yeah, very nice one. Then we have the turntable. This is something you attach to the panning module. You can remove the panning module from the Noxon slider just with one screw, and then you can attach this to the panning module, sorry. And then you can do different configurations, you know, zoom in while this is spinning, or you can just spin it or whatever. It's a very useful accessory. I have used it many times. I believe they have also different colors, white, gray and black, even brown. But yeah, it's a very good one to have. I very use it a lot. And last but not least, we also have different rail sizes. So the one that I have built right now here on the Noxon slider, this is 80 centimeters. I believe it's their standard size. And then you can get this extra rail, which is 150 centimeters. I believe they only have these 2 sizes. Configurations. There is so many configurations you can do with this slider, thanks to their extra Aputure tripod attachments. They are very useful. I have one here, but I have another one in the other rail, so I could also attach it here. I have 2 in the same rail. Anyway, they have also another screw to attach here, which it's perfect to set a third or a second tripod at the end of the slider. And you know, there's so many configurations you can do with it. Overhead shots. You can do also vertical travel. You can do panning, which is a very classic one. You can do zooming in with the turntable spinning. You can do zooming in without the turntable spinning. You know, there is so many configurations you can do, which is probably one of the features that I love the most in this slider. Alright, so it's time to review the performance, and in my opinion, there is 2 things to have in consideration. One, the noise, and second, the smoothness, how smooth it is. Regarding the noise, for me it's not very important since I'm always shooting inside the studio. I never record any audio, but I can understand that maybe in those interviews where you want to use a slider or other situations, noise can be important. I don't think it's too noisy, but anyway, I would just set the limits in here and set the limits in the system. Now it's setting out the limits to know where the limits are basically, and it's not noisy, right? I mean, anyway, if you are in an interview, you're gonna be recording from the subject, not from the camera, right? So noise coming out from the slider itself, I don't think it's very important, but you know, it's something to show anyway. Regarding the smoothness, I think this is one of the best ones I have tried out ever. I have been testing out this slider with the macro lenses, 100mm macro lenses, and I didn't have too much problems. But you know, it really depends on how much weight do you carry on the payload. If you are close to the limit, you will see it's sometimes a little bit harder for the slider to perform, because it's, you know, it needs more power to tilt or pan. But if you're working with a decent payload, that should be all right. But yeah, I haven't had problems so far, to be honest. All right, so what are my final thoughts on this slider? I think for its price, you're getting a lot. You're getting as much as other brand sliders that make you pay twice or 3 times the price of this one. I like the fact that it's kind of modular, so you can see everything. If something breaks, you can kind of fix it yourself. You know, I really like how it performs. The price it's a very affordable price for what you get. Yeah, I would just wish that it has some more torque, some more power on the server motors, so it can carry perhaps heavier cameras, or it can perhaps do faster travel speeds, you know. But overall, I think it's a beautiful slider, something that you must have in your studio for different purposes. So yeah, I would give 8 out of 10 out of this slider. For its good price, for its good performance. I like the design, but you know, it would be nice to have some more power in it so it can carry heavier payloads. I hope you find this review helpful, and if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. Cheers!